Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm, and you're watching Ramblin' with Rusty, Starfield Edition. Last time on Ramblin' with Rusty Starfield, we started our pursuit of Varric Vithal, uh, ostensibly to bring him to justice for abandoning his beliefs and his family. We have successfully tracked him as far as this growth farm here. After a couple of fights with some vortex phantoms and vortex horrors. And we're on our way to a farm north of here. So without further ado, let's get that going. Get my weapon reloaded here. Let's see if we can find a path. Not a very good path, but a path nonetheless. Apostate's Refuge. Imagine that. I don't see him in here. But this is where we're supposed to get to. There's a robot. Search the dwelling. Okay. Well. Make sure I didn't leave anything in there. Nope.
All you. I'm just going to keep an eye out here.
Well, I was right to decide that they didn't know anything.
Nothing going on out here. How about you? Find anything? Never thought of Varric as the Dear Diary type. Sounds like it's a waiting game then.
It seems I have uninvited guests. You want to explain yourselves?
Whoa, hey, it's me. Dang. Put the gun down already.
It's not you I'm concerned about. It's your friend.
Well,
Kill me? As if he wasn't already suffocating me. I figured the old man might play it that way. Always the extremist. But since I have your attention, allow me to plead my case. I'm glad someone does for once. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Vithal. I was raised to inherit the role of elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the Great Serpent. But I want none of it.
That's what I said when I first met him. But I came around.
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go. His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Vithal is all he cares about. Shame? Embarrassment? Fuel for the other houses to ridicule my father. I don't want any of that for him, but he left me no choice. If he would have listened just once, maybe I could have left on good terms with my father's blessing. Control the narrative, as they like to say. Then you understand. All I want is to make my own life. Something Tane understood and was willing to help me with.
The credits help too. But yeah, guess you got the whole scoop now. I realized I was going to help a friend. And yeah, I knew the risks. That's why we had the tracker. I needed Varric to get far enough away from Dazra so I could safely pick him up and get him out of here. Yeah, I needed a way to find him once he got outside the city. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Varric running off thinking I could just grab him and go. I was also out all the credits he was gonna pay me. That's where you came in. I figured, why not two for the price of one?
So, now you know my true intentions for leaving, and given the circumstances, I may be here for some time. My hope now is to make the best of it here. I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, the scaled citadel was the last straw. My people are so blinded by faith and politics, they don't see how it's destroying us. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us. And if Varun society continues down this path, when we bring about our own end, will that faith be worth it? Anasko's experiments, execution punishments, us versus the rest of the settled systems. I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance. Anything. Name it. My ring. Vashti gave it to me. It's all I have left of her since the cataclysm. The disaster took every physical reminder of her except for this ring. Just wiped her from existence. You're right. And I know Vashti would want it this way. Take it. I'll find solace in the fact that the ring will remain with my family. And now I hope we are done here. Thank you for seeing reason. I owe you both my life and freedom.
Now that's over with. I'm gonna hang back here, talk to Varric a bit. Besides, I don't want to be around when you break the news to Victor. Do me a favor and find me at the Herald's Rest when you're done.
Okay, well, that takes care of that.
I have literally no experience being a growth farmer, but I'm going to try my best.
Apparently I forgot to find anything while I was in town. So the closest I can get, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and just jump back here.
Is it done? You're back. What news do you bring?
Let's see.
What have you done? Varric.
This blood is on your hands, Victor. I hope you remember this. And I clearly said exceptions should be made.
No, it was Vedek's choice. He knew the consequences.
You were his father. You were supposed to protect him. You think you are doing what is right out of some blind dedication, but you are destroying this house. You already lost one child. You had to murder the other.
Victoria!
I will not hear any more of this. It is done. Leave us.
Oh, I am leaving to mourn my nephew whose memory you disgrace with your very presence.
Victoria!
Leave her be, Luther. The Great Serpent will guide her. She will understand in time and emerge stronger for it. She will. She has duties to perform. Ultimately, I care nothing for what you think. Now, only one matter remains to discuss. Did you find anyone who aided my son in his treachery? Good. I also have heard nothing of my son's disappearance, so I appreciate your discretion in this matter. You restored order to this house and have my gratitude. Here, the access code that Ekris needs to connect to the power grid. Now go. I have much to arrange.
I would allow Victoria her space if I were you.
Well, I would have liked to have told her that the phantoms killed him. But it is what it is. I think that would have been a better option.
Our brothers and sisters are standing beside the Great Serpent now.
Our sins must have been considerable for the Great Serpent to subject us to this.
You do not understand. I saw Anasco, took measure of his burdens.
What you are describing is a dream, nothing more.
Not a dream, a message from the Great Serpent himself.
With all due respect to your craft, dear sister, now is not the time for incense and ash leaves. Or do you not see the depth of the crater before you?
On the contrary, brother. I see it for what it truly is. And if we ignore this vision, Anasco will be lost to us forever.
Enough with the proselytizing. The Vindicator has returned. Did Victor finally relinquish the access code?
Please don't ask me that anymore. You know the answer.
Excellent. We'll finally have the resources to fully charge the morning device. Now, let's hope Houses Kadik and Dul Kef are as forthcoming.
Politics can wait. Every moment we delay, Anasco descends further into the void.
For the last time, Faith will not remove the barrier. Science will.
It is the hubris of science that failed you in this moment. We reached out to the Great Serpent. This is his reply.
She's not wrong.
Claim he has forsaken us?
I do no such thing. The Great Serpent's reply is not an answer, but a question. Are we worthy of his grace? Until that is proven, your works will not succeed.
It sounds like you agree with me.
And yet, only one is the foundation for the other. But the proof is not in our words. It is in the vision. Anasco's presence still persists in this world, and he seeks our aid.
Fine. I feel like I've lived this argument 1,000 times, and the only way to move past it is to concede to its nonsense. Vindicator, speak to my sister. Agree to her fool's errand so that we may continue the work of saving this city.
Science versus
Do you
faith.
hear it? The Great Serpent speaks to you, guides you. I have seen visions of Anasco, searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the vortex. And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but rather providence.
So you are wise to ask for confirmation. Just be ready to return the favor.
Well, yeah. This is really the truth. But I don't want to insult her.
Well
So,
put. The Great Serpent's works are imperceptible, even to heralds like myself. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north. At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with a Nazco Varun. It is as the Great Serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures. In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found Anasco had sunk too far into the void. And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him.
losing Anasco doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Losing an entire city of innocent people, though, is bad.
Indeed, but there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with Anasco, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on a minute chance Anasco is present. I am no heretic, but to risk so much on a vision, it is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Inaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same.
To save the city.
Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there. one that has no form. Step through it, find a Nazco, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Okay. Well, we got a few minutes. One thing I know is I do not want to go through the crater to get there.
Greetings.
Even though it wants me to. So the last time I tried going through the crater, I died 5 times trying to get through here. Maybe I didn't follow the path like I was supposed to. Okay, so that's got me here. Nope, that just took me down into the crater. I know that trying to go around is going to lead to a lot of death. At least trying to go around that way. Which is the way they intended for us to go around. Get through. I think I'm going to try and find another path.
Great serpent. Oh, great serpent.
I see how the people act, how they disrespect the Great Serpent at every turn. It is little wonder why the Great Serpent did this to Dazra. It was a mire of sin and filth. We should be thankful that the Great Serpent saw fit to destroy us.
Excuse me, Vindicator. Can I have a word?
Not right now. I'm there. Finally, I'm out here along the edge. Oh, shit. Wrong button. But we are out of time for today's episode, so we will have to pick this up next time on Rambling with Rusty. and see if we can make it to our destination goal. In the meantime, I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.